Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRF.com formulator race of the day for Wednesday, November the 8th is race number 8 at Aqueduct. Let's take a look at this field. We're going 1 mile and a 16th on the turf. There's a non-winners of one other than allowance. Head on over to the race of the day event page on DRF.com. Download free formulator past performances for the race of the day and handicap along with us as we take this field in post position order. Mike, the number 1 is Miko. Luis Saez, Linda Rice. This horse was a winner 3 starts back at Saratoga. I don't think she could have gotten a better trip.
Yeah, really soft trip in that race, just sitting right up close to an easy pace, and she proved to be best in there. She's 2 for 3 since Linda claimed her, 2 for 3 on turf since Linda claimed her. There was a dirt race in there where she didn't run that well. As soft as her trip was when she won 3 starts back, I sort of felt like she had a little bit of an excuse for her last one, because that was another race where, you know, moderate pace, no action up front. But in that race, she didn't get the same kind of good position. She was sort of pinned down on the rail the entire way. I don't think she was winning. I actually feel like she ran pretty well in that race, though. And I think that if you like her in this race, what you like about her is, first of all, maybe she's an okay price. And second of all, she's just got that kind of tactical speed.
Yeah.
I mean, she's good. She's got the rail with that kind of speed. She is going to get a good trip in this race.
And there's going to be, I think, a legitimate pace.
I think so,
and
too.
It won't be a blazing pace, but while the 2 just got out to main track only, the 3 first Charmer, who's going to start right next door to Miko, is going to show stretch out speed.
Right.
And this horse might get to the front and sort of tow Miko into that nice pocket spot as they head into the first turn. As for first Charmer, routing, she's okay. I just think she's more of a 7 furlong horse at this point in her career, but she ran to a pretty live allowance race last time out, and that runner-up for Bill Mott came back to run second from off the pace in the Ken Matty at Santa Anita with a 92 buyer speed figure, but she's had so many chances at this level.
Yeah, those 2 horses that she ran against last time, the 1-2 finishers in particular, are good horses, but they're stone sprinters. And I don't like this horse stretching out that much. As you point out, she's got some route form. Don't like her going long in this race, but she has to be a pace factor, and she's not the only one. There are other horses with speed in this race, so it's not like, I don't think, and you never know in these races in New York, but I don't think she's just going to walk on the lead in here.
At first glance at her PPs, I was like, oh no, not Church Social again. She's 1 for 11. She likes to run second. She likes to run third. She's been stuck in this level now. This will be her 7th chance in a non-winners of one other than. I thought last time out at 1.25 miles, there wasn't a lot of pace up front. I think Joel Rosario just tried to take control of it really early entering the turn and tried to sustain that rally, and it was just too much for this horse who tired late. It was her first start in about a month and a half. I kind of like to turn back. She has a win at Aqueduct. That field, though, last time was just so bad. Yeah,
I mean, I don't have a problem with the winner of that race. That's a lightly raced Chad Brown horse, so I think could be okay, but I think you're right. Overall, the field wasn't great, but I also agree with your other take on the race. And I'll say this, you know, I liked that. I was in your position last time with her, where I just felt like, no, not Church Social again. And then more looked at the race. I thought maybe it was the spot for her, and I do think she ran well in there, but it's just kind of more of the same for her again. What I do like about her, I think, is the thing that you like about her. I'm glad that they're going to give her a chance to go shorter, and especially in a race that could have some pace, because I think that could really help her. On the other hand, I'm not sure how short a price I'd be willing to take on her. I think you're going to be asked to take her pretty short.
Well, she's 3 to 1 on the morning line. The 5 is Conquest Tis Fire, a very lightly raced daughter of Tis Now. Cost $250,000 as a yearling. This horse ran okay. I thought in her turf and route debut last time out at Belmont, she went to the front, but I think she'll be capable sitting off the pace. And if you think sitting just off of First Charmer and maybe Wake Island, that's not a terrible spot to be in.
Yeah, she could get a good trip in this race. I liked her last time and better in that race. I just felt like she was in a good spot to try and wire a field, and she almost did it. No match for the winner at the end of the day there, but she did run well for second. I don't know that I'll be going back to her in this race, especially as she goes off at a much shorter price this time, but I'm not going to be surprised if she runs well again.
Spy Gal, the number 6, really has done nothing wrong from 2 starts going long on the turf, and last time out she carried a lot of ground on the turn. She must have hung out 4 wide at around the 5/16 pole, and she was able to sustain that move all the way through the turn. She's going to get a fast pace, and she finished ahead of Wake Island that day.
Yeah, she was good in that last race, and she's improved from start to start for Barclay Tagg, especially in that race last time, because he had to sort of, you know, take her out of a tight spot early, back her out of position, and then come around wide, as you said, and she really kicked in with a good finish, and she's lightly raced, and there's going to be pace in this race. There are things to like about this horse.
The number 7, Warranty, is a 3-time winner for Chad Brown, 8 to 1 on the morning line, coming off of a win. You would think there's a lot to like. It's just sort of odd that Chad's really never tested this horse. Ran her for 75 tag, couldn't wait to run her for 40 at Belmont. Was probably stunned nobody took her that day, and then ran her in starter allowances where she fit. Now she's going to run in the non-winners of one other than this is a horse for the majority of her career, has taken money, has been a little bit of an underachiever, but all of a sudden has won 3 out of her last 5.
Yeah, absolutely. All those things are true too. It was surprising to see Chad, run her for that $40,000 tag after she broke her main. She's pretty good. She runs every time, and they've sort of kept her in the right spots because she was eligible for those starter allowances. And now they're going to bump her up to the N1X. Don't be surprised if she outruns her odds.
After getting beat by Spy Gal, Wake Island added blinkers for Chad. Was able to just get right to the front in a race where she was supposed to win as the favorite, and she kept on going. 82 Beyer speed figure, the trajectory going the right way from a Beyer standpoint, never off the board from 6 starts, and she might just sit a really good trip under Javier.
Yeah, she might. I didn't like her that much leading into her last race. I guess the blinkers really did help her. They just put her right on the front. She was in control of that race throughout. You're right. Maybe she gets a trip in this race. I kind of want to see it again. I'm not a big fan.
The 9 Miss Aja Brown was claimed by a shrewd trainer last time out for $25,000. And in that race, she showed some good speed, tired, but finished ahead of 3 next out winners. It was a good effort. And it's interesting that the blinkers are coming off a little bit of a class test.
Yeah, class test for sure for David Dugan, but he does do a good job, so don't sleep on him. She just feels like, to me, even in this race, it's not the toughest 1X you've ever seen. She's probably a little tough here.
Tell us about the 10 Bariqua, who had a minor 2-race win streak snapped against open horses. This is a New York bred. That trip didn't work out last time.
Yeah, well, what chance did she really have last time? They just took her back to last. There was really no pace in that race, and she tried to close to this race. She actually made up ground the entire way. I liked the way she finished. Once again, if you know anything about her, going all the way back to her time in Florida over the winter, all she does is run every time, and Danny Gargan's done a great job with her. She just needs a little pace, but she's supposed to have pace in this race, and I think she's underrated, Dan.
7-time winner facing several horses eligible for the now winners of 2 life condition. Seafire is the number 1A. This one's trained by Roy Lerman, claimed with Linda Rice, coupled with Linda Rice's Miko. Last time out, sort of a prompt fade job. Gonna have to do better.
Showed a little bit more speed last time going longer. That didn't work out. To try and go shorter with her again. Her race is over here since they got here. Leave a little something to be desired.
Pick time for the Wednesday DRF.com formula of the day. After the time form US Pace Projector. We'll put the Pace Projector on real quick. Church Social, my pick, Bariqua, but I'm curious to the Pace Projector real quick. There we go. We got the 8 horse out there on the lead. I don't know if I agree with Wake Island being on the lead over Conquest Tisfire. I think First Charmer is going to be really hustled out of there. I think he makes the lead with Conquest Tisfire and Wake Island sitting second and third.
I think you'll see First Charmer out there on the pace too. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Wake Island, because she really did improve last time when they put her on the lead with Blinker. So maybe they'll just try and go with that style once again, but we'll see what happens.
Now we'll go with our selections. Mike, you're going with Bariqua in here, the number 10, 8-1 on the morning line. Jose Lascano aboard. He was aboard for the win 2 starts back. A little bit of pace. This horse should fire. She usually does.
It's all about pace for her. She needs a little bit of a setup.
10, 4, 1, and 6 for Mike. I like Church Social getting a little bit of distance relief.
Yeah, I like that.
Cutting back in distance should get some pace for Shug McGahee, but he's right. I don't want her at 3. I need at least 4, 9-2, 4, 8, 6, 5 for me. If you're playing the Wednesday Aqueduct card from home, please sign up to DRF Bets. $300 sign-up bonus when you do at drf.com/fall and use the promo code FALL300. Approximate post time for the 8th, the Big A on Wednesday, 3:47 Eastern. Best of luck.